Go for it.
Oh, I would have said some time ago that button wasn't clicked.
Oh.
Yo. It's my volume, but never hear me. Is your screen active?
There's a bit of a lag. It'll be there.
Okay. Put a notification.
You're there.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
We're in, yeah? So up and running. Can everyone see me? If you can see me, if you can hear me clearly, leave a comment. Leave a comment so I can see. Ashley says yes. Richard said hi. You can hear me. Cool. Yeah. Everything good? We're good? We look loud.
Let's go.
Yeah? What's going on, people? Thanks to everyone for locking into the live stream. You know the vibes. First of all, before you start watching this, I hope you click subscribe. Click the subscribe right there so that way you can stay up to date, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff like this around releases and stuff. So at least you can catch it exclusively. But yeah, live Q&A. I wanted to, premiere the videos. I do that with all my videos anyway. Anyone that's been following me for a long time, I premiere all my videos. But today's a bit different. I wanted to do a Q&A. So obviously, as you can see, the camera is better. We're not on Instagram live. So yeah, we're live on YouTube. And if anyone's got any questions, if you see me keep looking this way, it's because I'm trying to look at the screen to see what people are writing, so I can try and get the questions right. But anyway, thanks everyone for being locked in. I hope you're having a lovely evening. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you've had a great week. Your week's about to get better, because guess what? I'm about to drop Reinvented. And I got a project coming this month, loads of exciting stuff. But we're gonna get into that and talk about that a bit more. I'm gonna start by talking about Reinvented, the track. Reinvented, for me, it's a track that sort of looks back at looks at all the my journey thus far, type thing. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, this is gonna sound crazy, but I've had to hold on to this vision for like 20 years. So like, the idea of Reinvented is like what the last 20 years has kind of been like, from how I've got from one place to the other and whatnot. And also it's very nostalgic. It reminds me a lot of like the music I listened to growing up. So when I did it, I didn't realize that's what I was doing, but afterwards, just the feeling around it reminds me a lot, about that. And the video has the same representations. So basically, Reinvented is the first single on the project. It's literally the first single on the project. The project's called Glory Days. The first installment goes out, February the 24th. So Reinvented is the first track, the first installment. And yeah, man, it's like, I don't know, it's vintage. How can I put it? I know, like, content-wise here, like, for example, like, everybody knows, like, yeah, Vic can rap, like, he can spit, but I don't think no one's actually heard me make music. I think, I believe anyway, I don't think people's actually heard me make music, and the type of music I used to make before was for the village, and you know what that's like when you're making music for the village. But this is still music for the village, but it's just a bit more matured, a bit more seasoned, a bit more thingy magic, you get me? But yeah, so Reinvented is going to be the first track. The video dropping today, the audio dropped yesterday. Shout out for everybody for their feedback on the audio. There's been loads of great feedback for the audio, so shout out for that. I appreciate that, so keep running that up wherever you are, the vibes. I really appreciate it. Any bit of support, very much appreciated. But yeah, so today's the day. What's crazy about release dates? Like, you sort of set the release dates in the calendar, you do the work, you get it all ready, and it's weird because as they get close to releasing, you become quite excited again. Like, you didn't know you already done this, or you didn't know you already did this song or shot this video, and that's what I love about releasing stuff, because I get to relive the creative moment again. So yeah, let me take some questions anyway. Someone say, hey Vic, is Vanessa Cameroon? I know what Vanessa that is. You love what's going on, Vanessa. I hope you're good, my fellow Cameroonian. HO11 says, do you still live in Broccoli? No, I don't live in Broccoli anymore, but I might as well be the mayor of Broccoli. So what I try to do is I try to stay connected with a lot of the ground roots organizations in Broccoli that are doing stuff or whatever. In Lucian, full stop. you're doing anything ground roots, you know, they can always reach out to me, and I always want to be accessible to my community for the right reasons, if that makes any sense. So you probably see me in Broccoli more than you see me anywhere else, actually, because I'm always passing through. But yeah, nah, so I don't live in Broccoli no more. Do not live in Broccoli no more. Let me see. Ashley says that's good camera lighting. What you saying, Ashley? Say the camera lighting is good, yeah? Good. Don't even watch the hair. My hair's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hairdressers. But yeah, there you go. Ashley says, what can we expect from Glory Days? Boy, Ash, you know what's so crazy, yeah? You know how for a long time people were just like, oh yeah, you should do a podcast, you speak really well, you do this, you speak really well. And I think a lot of people don't know that I'm able to articulate myself like that because I write music. So I think for Glory Days, what to expect is, if you didn't know me, or maybe you had snippets of my life, or maybe you had, I know I'm quite emotive when I talk about stuff on my lives and stuff and that, but it's like, when you listen to Glory Days, you're gonna get a bit more of a complete picture of who I am. And not only that, you're gonna get this thing that you didn't know was there. This musical bone I've got in me that you wouldn't know it was there. Like, you wouldn't know it was there the way how it's represented in the project. So you're gonna get a lot of that. You're gonna get a lot of vulnerability. You're gonna get a lot of honesty. I think I would like to think I'm fairly honest, but I think in the project I go deeper because when I was thinking about it, yes, there's a lot of things I speak about on a surface level, but on an emotional level, I never really go into stuff like that. So that would be good. That's what you can get from it anyway. You're gonna get that. So basically, just to explain, the project comes out in 3 installments. So it's gonna be Glory Days Part 1, Glory Days Part 2, and Part 3. So Part 1 is gonna be about pain, because I had to break it down. Because you don't know what I'm like. I had to break it down. So Part 1 is gonna be pain. That comes out the 24th of February. So pain is gonna be, those tracks are focused on hurdle climbing and spiritual moments in my life, and just me talking to God and talking to myself. So it's going to be 5 songs. So 5 songs on first installment is going to be pain. Second installment is going to be progression. That's going to be 5 songs as well. And the last installment is going to be lifestyle, obviously, because you don't know I do the lifestyle stuff. But yeah, anyway, well, we're going to start with the pain first. And each installment is going to have 5 songs. And also what that does is allow you to take it in and get to know me more, rather than, I didn't want to put 15 tracks on a CD and give it to you, and there's too much going on in the world right now, so I wanted to stagger it so you have time to take it in properly, because I'm saying a lot. And you're also going to realize that I rap the way I talk. If you didn't already know that, you probably already do, but I rap the exact same way I talk. It's like a conversation. So when you're driving along listening to it, we're having a conversation, we're not even talking, it's not even music, you get me? So that's what you can expect. Max B says what's going on with Tizzy Gang. Tizzy Gang's there, as you know, Tizzy Gang was a collective. Shout out all the rest of the boys. And I think everybody was trying to focus on like solo endeavors, because we had a really good time with the Tizzy Gang, with the Ups Next Door album. That's on all digital stores. Make sure you go and check that out. So yeah, we've done some good work with that, and we did a lot through that period, through those 2 years with the Tizzy. So I think everybody branched off to do a collective, sort of individual work. But we're gonna come back together. When we're back outside, like there's nothing more electrifying than Tizzy Gang sets. So I'm sure we're going to put it back together. And also remember, Tizzy Gang made up of producers and this, that, and that. So other people are still working, but it's just so multi-talented. It's hard for everybody to just do music. People want to do a bunch of other stuff, which is good. But yeah, man, Tizzy Gang soon back. Shout out Murky, shout out Trey Mission, shout out MI, shout out Nasty Jack, Southside JV. Come on, man. Like, there's a bag of us and everybody's talented. So everybody's going to do some solo stuff. I want to come back together. You never know. You might see us later on this year or next year. You never know. We're going to step out. Next question. Who are your top 3 artists of all time? Of all time, I haven't got... it's going to just sound the same as what everybody else says. So let me not do it all time. Let me do top 3 UK artists instead. Right? Something that... My all-time list on the UK side, if that makes any sense, I would say. All-time list in the UK is Swiss. Swiss is one of them. That's on my all-time list, always. Gets is one of them. I just don't think, like, I listen to music in it. Like, I love literature. So I really listen, I pay attention to what people be saying. And he's one person that's always like, Gets always say stuff that I'm just like flipping out. I don't know what part of your brain came up with that. But that sounds crazy. So he does that a lot. I call him the scientist. So that's Swiss, Gets. I think my third artist, Actually, I'm not gonna say him because he unfollowed me, so obviously we're not friends. No, I'm joking. Now my third artist has to be Joe Black. Joe Black. Put it this way, I did a song with Joe Black recently, not recently, a little while back. You lot are gonna get to hear it anyway, you know, in due time. And the verse he gave me is out of this world. So this is not like, you know when people talk about rappers in the old days, oh yeah, that man used to be cold back in the day. No bro, Joe spin man at the trainers right now. You go in the studio with him and you're not a censor, your pen is not seasoned, you're gonna not put out the song or you're gonna have to change your verse. So that's Joe Black, Gets and Swiss, they're my top three. You know the vibes. Oh, he did say UK artists. Sorry, my bad, I thought he said all time. You know a lot of people name American art. I didn't want to be, you know, obviously I grew up, I got the American influences, but you know what I'm saying, well UK now, we're gonna base it here a little bit. Vanessa said, do you speak Akosi? Do you mean Bakosi? But my mom is Bakosi and my dad's Bamileke, as you know. Vanessa's from Cameroon, so those are two separate tribes. Really interesting story. I cross path with Vanessa on my Instagram stories, and I'm in Instagram live. She comes on and, you know, has dialogue, and I found that she was from Cameroon. In case you're thinking, why are they saying that? But yeah, I don't speak Bakosi. I don't. My mom didn't teach me. My nan didn't teach me either. So sorry, I don't. But I do speak French, if that counts or anything, and broken English, which is called Pidgin English. But yeah, we need more intellectual artists like you. I appreciate that. Come on, man, definitely. I try to be intellectual when I've got my composure and when I can maintain some decorum. I try to be. But yeah, nah, definitely. Okay, because if someone's trolling over there, we're not gonna read your question out. Do you like wordplay rapping? Wordplay rapping is what everyone normally starts off, because when you start rapping, the first thing is trying to rhyme the words. So you might be focused more on just trying to rhyme the words. So wordplay rapping is really good, but I think for me, even from the beginning when I started rapping, like my first song I ever wrote or done is on my YouTube channel right now. Vic Santoro TV has been there. It's called Streets of Broccoli. And I was probably, you know, wrote that 15, 16, and I shot that video, and when you hear the things I'm talking about then, it's gonna sound weird, but it's the exact same things I'm saying now. And what I mean about that is like my intentions as a person. You're gonna listen to me as a 15, 16-year-old and go, rah, he's talking about stuff he's saying now. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So I always had a vision. Just a bit of lack of guidance, but we got there anyway in the end. So yeah, I like wordplay rapping. I love wordplay rapping. That's probably one of the most important parts. Like, you know, for learning how to rhyme first before you even learn how to make the sentences make sense. So yeah, I'm definitely with that. Definitely with that. Book recommendations. 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good book to mention, Vanessa. Tell you a story about Robert Greene. I probably read all his books. However, the application of the laws, that takes special knowledge. But yeah, but everyone go read the book. Shout out Robert Greene, you know the vibes already. But don't take everything literal. Some things are more metaphorical, and yeah. Oh snap! Geo on the buttons. I understand that, bro. You know the wickedest thing? When you said cocaine, I'm thinking the drug, innit? I'm not even, so I'm just trying to stay set, like, you know, PC. So I didn't even, you're talking about the song from Hardest in the City, my guy. Yo, Married to the Street, yo, listen. My bad. You know what it is? This is what happens. The media training, they just got me overlooking keywords. You know, like when you call certain companies, certain keywords get the call locked up. Yeah, we noticed that. But yeah, now Married to the Streets and yeah, cocaine. That was a good song. Those are good songs. They're taking off my first ever mixtape called Hardest in the City. Yeah, when I was just raw and just emotional, and I used to just they're taking off that. But yeah, that was my first mixtape ever. Funny thing about that mixtape is you want to hear something crazy? That mixtape has got like 19 songs. I recorded all of that in one session. I never really listened to it back like that, and I think my brother's like, okay, these are hard, and it was like my first 19 songs, and it was like, because I'm a freestyler. I grew up, so basically, in case you're thinking, how can you record 19s like a freestyle? And I come up in an era where you can't repeat your lyrics. So I'm a man that travels with just an encyclopedia and an anthology of lyrics based on different topics, right? All in my head. So I can go studio and just go bang, 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 bang. So I did it. I remember recording that CD. Shout out to my bro M.E. He produced the whole CD. We done it in his bedroom. The mic was attached to the bunk bed. It was really, it was really healthy. And we did it. And I think one of my friends said, "Yeah, we should put this out as a mixtape." And I was just like, "Okay, cool. What, let's do it." And yeah, we got some copies pressed up. Yeah, there was in the market stalls, man. Hardest in the city, man. Yeah, but that tells you the belief in myself, right? My first CD, I call it Hardest in the City. Just like, imagine that. That tells you how much belief I've got in myself, or how I saw myself, which is still how I see myself now. But yeah, those are cold tunes. Definitely cold tunes. Someone says top 10 UK rappers you would like to be in a cypher with. Ooh. This segment has to be saved for the DJs doing cyphers. Cypher lineup? Okay. Gets. Definitely. I would just love to know what that feels like with a Gets in a cypher. Pot of paper. Because cyphers are different. Cyphers are different than making songs because you can really, like, anyone that cyphers know, you can really tap into places. So we've got Gets, I would love to cypher with him. Pot of paper, I would love to cypher, love him to be in the cypher that I'm in. I would love Wretch to be in the cypher I'm in, just so that I can go into that bag that I go into and talk that from that cloth he speaks from, because there's cloths. So I would love for him to be in one. I would love Chip to be in the cypher because he said he can't run out of bars, and I know I don't run out of bars. So it's like it'll be interesting to see how many hours it takes us both to run out. So shout him out. Let me think. Who are the other like lyrical people that there's a lot of men that are lyrical, but there's people that care about being lyrical. Let me think. Who else really cares about being lyrical? Cypher. You know what I saw the other day surprised me? Rapping wise. And they kept going on cypher. What's his name? What's the young boy's name? Digga D. That him. I saw the groundwork. Shout out groundwork by the way. That was an amazing idea. I beg you lot do want to put rappers on it. You get like obviously a bit of an older generation. Obviously there was rappers on there before. Who else would I like to cypher with? That I think is really cares about bars. I don't want to cypher people that don't care about bars. That are gonna come there reading up their phone. 4. That's 4 I gave you, innit? Who do I believe ain't gonna read up their phone? Clue would be good, definitely. On the cypher. Who else is a cypher person? That's Barzy. Who's Barzy like that? I don't know. I can't really think. That's a tough one. I'll come back. I've given you 5. I might come back at that. So big up yourself. It's Jungle Boxing from school time. Watching your journey. My guy. Yeah, big up, bro, man. Flipping now. See, that's the one I went to school with. They'll tell you, even from school days, in my school uniform, I used to be, yeah, man's gonna do the rap thing, and it's just like, bro, there's no rap scene in the UK. What are you talking about? 20 years later, here we are. There is a rap scene, and people are doing amazing things up here. But shout out my bro, man. You already know. Anyone I went to school will tell you the energy is the same. What inspired you to create Reinvented? You know what it is, bro? Reinvented just captures where I am in my life now, period. I think I'm at that stage in my life where you get to certain ages and you feel like you should have made all your major mistakes already and learn from them, because making major mistakes is one thing, learning from them is another thing. So I just feel like I've made my mistakes and I've learned from them, really. And I'm in that place of in my life where I have a complete understanding of myself, who I am as a man, what I've got to offer the world, what my purpose is. And yeah, I just reached that point in my life, where now it's on to the next chapter type thing. So Reinvented was inspired by just, how can I put it? I'm no longer like under like the umbrella of the vices that other people are under, whether it's social media or whatever. No, I'm completely detached from all of these things emotionally. The only things I'm emotionally connected to is the things that I actually love, which is people. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Whether it's in my team, whether it's my family, whether it's certain of my friends, I'm more connected to real things. Like, everything else that I was emotionally connected to, because I used to be emotionally connected to whether it's social media or material things or people's opinions, and I'm completely detached from that right now. I just don't care about none of that stuff. So yeah, I just care about being me, the best version of me, who I was supposed to be, if that makes any sense. So that's what inspired me to make that song. Vanessa said, what's your favorite Makosa? You know what is Vanessa? I've not been listening to Makosa a lot because Cameroon is now got a hip hop scene. Africa's got a hip hop scene. So one of my most favorite Cameroon artists, Jovi. I heard Jovi. I was in a segregation unit in HMP Belmarsh. So basically, I'm locked in a room all day, 23 and a half hours a day by myself. I had this little handheld radio, right? And one night, I'm listening to, I can't remember the DJ's name, he plays Afrobeat music on 1Extra, or African music on 1Extra, I don't want to say the name wrong. And I heard this brother come on and was speaking pidgin and English together. I've never heard that before. I was in my cell going crazy, and then the beat was trappy. I was just like, no way. That's why when I came out of jail, my first song was Where Did He Happen? There's a reason, because I was so influenced by mixing pidgin with English. That's why on Where Did He Happen, my first two lines are, they bomb me for Limbe, I grew up in Kumba. So this was like my first, you get me? But obviously the UK weren't ready for it yet. You get what I'm saying? But now Africa is ready for it. So yeah. So shout out to the African hip hop artist, but Jovi, that's my guy. And hopefully one day, me and him are gonna shut down the whole stadium back home. That's gonna be crazy. But yeah. I've got 1 hour on you, 1 hour on the clock, ready for 7. Yeah, man. We're ready for 7. We've got 5 minutes. Let me try and run through this flipping now. Someone said, Young's Tef in the cypher code. Definitely. Tef, 100%. 1 million% in the cypher. That's another one. Someone said, Dave, come on, man. You know, sometimes that's my guy. You get me? Just saying. That's my guy. Legendary. And he's very being multi-talented, like how someone like a Dave. It's not, yo, listen, I'm not gonna get into it. Shout out Dave anyway, everything is doing good, young brother. You get what I'm trying to say to you. I was in jail with brother as well. I did a panel with his mum a couple years back. What university was it? But anyway, shout him out anyway, big him up anyway, like right, and everything he's doing. Let me try and get through this. Someone said, how old are you? I'm 21. Go on, tell me I'm not. I'm 21. Fine boy, no pimple. So you say you speak French. What do you think about French hip hop? French hip hop, yo, mon frère. Yo, listen, I'm coming from France anyway. They know what's going on over there. They know French artists. Ooh, the videos. Ooh, listen, I'm coming France anyway. J'arrive. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm coming. What was I gonna say? Couple more minutes. I've just put the link to the video is about to go live in a couple minutes. There should be a link on your screen that you can, as soon as this finishes in a minute, you can click straight on that link and get your popcorn in and take it in. And also something significant about the video, I mentioned Streets of Broccoli earlier on. That was the first song I wrote, first video I ever done. You see where, and I was 16. So you see where that video is being shot, where that video was shot, give you a little clue. That's the exact same place Reinvented was shot. I thought it'd be good to start this chapter of my journey to where I started originally. Link it together. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So, but yeah, now, and I'm from, if you're thinking where that is, that's in Turnham, Broccoli, that's SC4, you get me? So yeah, definitely. So we'll make sure we connect it. My music is more than music. It's connected to my life directly. That's why it means so much to me. Friendship was a band. Let me listen. Someone says quickly, I think I've got to have a couple more questions. Someone says, how's your immigration going? They still on my back, but what did they say? A man makes his plan, and God made it, and God is the best of planners. You can't stop what's supposed to be. They're still on my back, but we're gonna get around it. We're gonna get around it. I just gotta concentrate on keep being great, doing what I do, and we'll get around it. God's time's the best, man. God's time's the best. So I got a hell of a team around me right now, so I'm sure we're gonna be able to sort of get around it. But thanks for asking. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. How long have I got before this ends? 2 minutes exactly. 2 minutes exactly. Have you listened to Petite Pace? No, I haven't listened to that. Friendship Hop is set to bust. Friendship Hop's already bust. Like Def Jam is signed. They've got like a HQ in France where a lot of the French artists are on there. Have you seen their videos? Please go and research French hip hop. Those guys really, really bring it. And probably going to be one of my last questions is who directed the video. The video was directed by Nathaniel Bateman. Nathaniel Wiseman, I said bait man, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about the actor. Nathaniel Wiseman, Redeeming Features, great production house, they do films, you know, they've done a lot of the great films, so like Hotel Mumbai is one of them, go check it out. And a few other big films, check them out anyway, look on their website, Redeeming Features, they do loads of amazing work across music videos, to films, adverts, documentary, you know, they're just like a production house. So yeah, they came on board, which will, you know, I'm very grateful for, to help, you know, to direct the video and give us a visual that's befitting for, you know, for the song and for you lot and for everything. So please, you're really gonna enjoy it, man. It's really, really, really amazing. But yeah. Thanks everyone for being locked in. Thomas says I'll cut off my little finger to hear you T-Mobile pot of paper. don't worry, that's coming. That's definitely gonna come. You got chances, loads of different things are gonna happen. But shout out everyone for being locked into this live stream. Go straight to the link, click the link straight. That should take you straight to the premiere of the video. The link should be at the bottom of your page right now. Take it in. Let me know how you feel. Send me your little clips of it. Hit me up, and I'm probably gonna be on live tomorrow on Instagram talking about how, you know, getting feedback for it. So yeah, man. Thank you for locking in. Enjoy. This is Reinvented